Kelly Square, Brosnahan Square, and Posner Square. These days in Worcester, people associate the names with traffic. But who were the men behind the names? We'll find out in Hidden History.
Sergeant Cornelius Kelly was assigned to Battery B, what was called the 2nd Field Artillery of the Massachusetts National Guard. It was stationed in this armory here in Worcester. He had enlisted in 1915. In 1916, he, along with the rest of the unit, in fact, the entire National Guard of the United States, was sent down to the Mexican border in June of 1916 to seal the border. And they were there for about 5 months. And that's where Sergeant Kelly and his fellow members of the B Battery got all their training. He was actually a hero early in March 1918 as the 26th Division was under French command. And during one of the engagements, his unit was being shelled by German artillery. And he kept the line of communications, he kept the telephone system going, knowing that he had to be talking to his higher headquarters to direct the guns which way to fire. And as a result of that, the French government awarded him the Croix de Guerre, and later on the United States decorated him with the Silver Star. The Meuse-Argonne campaign, which is the last campaign of the war, was directing his gun in action. He was being shelled by German artillery, and he got a splinter, and ultimately he died several days later. They served together, they knew each other. Brosnahan had joined in 1916, about a year after Kelly joined. Again, had gone down to the Mexican border in the summer and fall of 1916. Was a cannoneer, served the piece, as we say, in the artillery, and was firing against the enemy when he was hit by a shell in the same day, and they died within a day of one another. He was born in Russia, and he and his parents came to Massachusetts 14 years prior to the war. He was in the 77th Division, which was made up of New York City draftees. He was Jewish, and thousands of Jews left Russia because of the anti-Semitism that was there. He was exempted from military service because I found out he was a munition worker making shells right here in Worcester. Worcester was one of the largest providers of all sorts of war material. He volunteered to go into the Army and became a gunner. In the artillery, you're dealing with powder, you're dealing with shells and that sort of thing. And apparently, as he was loading the gun, there was an accident. We don't know exactly what it was, but obviously the shell went off and it killed him. It's considered a death during the war, and of course, these things happen. He died just as bravely as Kelly and Brosnahan did.